Hello everybody, Miner Mountain here, and welcome to the Pixel Dungeon. I believe this is the original version, or one of the originals. There are some harder versions and some easier versions out there, but this is the one we're playing today. So let's go. Okay, I'd like to choose the Warrior class because that's really all I'm familiar with, and the Huntress apparently is not unlocked yet because I had to reload all these games on my new phone. So let's start a new game. Here we are. Dungeon lies right beneath the city. Its upper levels actually constitute the city's sewer system. Normally being part of the city, these levels are not that dangerous. No one will call it a safe place, but at least you won't need to deal with evil magic here. Wonderful, evil magic. Let's check this out. Don't overestimate your strength. Use weapons and armor you can handle. Okay, that is a sign. That's what the sign says. Pixel Dungeon mechanics. You can zoom in, zoom out. After you've seen an area, it will light up like this, and it's a lot easier to see. Start in the upper left-hand corner. You've got a representation of yourself in a level 1. That's what level you are. Press this, and you get your stats. Your strength is 11. You gotta pay attention to your strength when you use weapons and armor. You go into your buffs, so there's nothing there right now, but if you were to be hungry or bleeding or can't smell any smells or something like that, something wrong with you, starving, up there by your dude in the upper left hand corner just below your red health bar would be a symbol, and that is called a buff, and this is where you go to figure out what that buff means. And there's also catalogs which tell you, once you figure out what something is, like a potion or a scroll, they will be cataloged here, but they'll be identified, so you don't have to check this. It's not a big deal. And journal. This will tell you everything, like if you find a special place in level 1, or there's a well in level 2, or there's, I don't know, a cauldron in level 3. It'll be here. I really never use these. I've played this game a lot, and I really never use these. Health bar red up in the upper part of the screen there. Then you see a number 1 next to some stairs. That's what level the Pixel Dungeon you are, and you'll go deeper and deeper. 0 keys is the next symbol there on the upper right hand corner next to the Hamburger settings. Because you don't have any keys, but if you do have keys, they'll show up there, and they will also show up here, but we'll get to that here in a second. Alright, you start in the lower left of the corner. There is a clock. You press the clock. This is a turn-based game, so you press the clock, 1 turn goes by. If you are low on health, you can hold it down and you will sleep until you become hungry, and then you'll wake up, or an enemy comes in, and you will actually regen health. It's a big waste of food. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Next is this magnifying glass looking thing, and that looks around you. If you press that, you're going to see a blue area, kind of 9 tiles around you, light up. You're searching that. Like if there was a secret door here, boom, that would have found it. And there's rings you can equip to make that a bigger area as well, rings of detection. Next is a question mark. If you don't know what something is, press this, cell to examine. Boom, depth entrance, stairs lead to the upper depth. Okay, so try this, try going to this. One does not simply leave the Pixel Dungeon. That's funny. Okay, and next up, you have a backpack and your quick slot. Your quick slot is, you got some arrows there, and you can just fire those, but those are actually in your inventory here in your backpack. Gold down in the corner. You got your sword. The upper row is for equipped items. You have 1 slot for a weapon, 1 slot for armor, 2 slots for rings, which give you different powers and whatnot. The next, you got your arrows. They're the same arrows in the lower right corner in your quick slot. You can add a quick slot later if you want to. I'm not going to demonstrate it. Last time I tried, it created a glitch, which was really annoying. Then the next, that white piece of thing, that's food. That's a food ration. You eat that when you're hungry. And there's different types of food in this game as well. Next is your key ring. If you want to access your key ring, look down in the lower left of this tab. There's the backpack tab, but right next to that there's a key tab right there. And it still shows you your equipped things, but there's room for 12 keys. I've never had that many. Maybe 4 at one time. Okay, that being said, and your gold there in the lower right hand corner. That being said, let's get going. We just basically tap the screen and move around. That's a scroll right there. We'll just go ahead and pick that up. We don't know what it does, but we'll figure that out later. Level 3 is when I start reading scrolls and throwing potions to figure out what they are before I fight the boss. Anyway, here comes a marsupial rat. And sometimes I like to draw them through a door like that because you get a better attack on them, I'm assuming. This is not necessarily true, but it's what I do. This room was suspicious. I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to do some looking around with this magnifying glass. I don't see anything, but hey, it's worth a try. And this is grass that you have to trample down, but you can find stuff like seeds and dewdrops under there, seeds that you can plant to do things to enemies if they step on the plants, or dewdrop, which brings back health, and you could actually get a dew jar to save them for later, or if you get 10 in your dew jar, then you could come back to life if you get killed. This is a door with a lock on it, and obviously you're going to need a key for it, and we went over keys earlier, so you'll find one of those eventually, hopefully. Not all the time, because Pixel Dungeon is kind of random. It's randomly generated maps. So here is a dewdrop. I am full on health, so I'm not going to pick it up. There might be a dew jar here, or I might have to come back by here later, and I'd be at lower health. But if I pick it up now, I won't. It'll just go away. It won't go to my inventory because I don't have anything to hold it in yet. So I'm just going to pass over this, and we're just going to keep going, trampling down this long grass. Ooh, there is a seed of fire bloom. Let me show you. You could drop it, which will actually drop the seed. The seed will be intact. If you throw it or plant it, a plant will come up out of there, and then anything that touches that, it will ignite and catch on fire. These are extremely useful for a couple different reasons, and I'm sure I'll be using it in the next couple levels. I'll show you that soon. So we'll just back out of here. And it says there's an enemy. See in the upper right hand corner, there's a skull with a 1 next to it. That means I'm in view of one enemy. There he is, over there. See that rat? That tells you if you are being... So I'm going to go around this corner here. I always like to do that. I don't know why. I guess if another enemy comes up, it can minimize their attacks. You don't ever want to get like multiple enemies on you. You want to try to just back into a hall and fight one at a time. Alright. Here we go. Okay, so Z's by his head means he's sleeping. If I step in next to him, he'll wake up, but he'll have a surprise logo. See that? Exclamation mark. That means he's surprised. I'm going to get a good attack on him if I attack right now. And you can either press the actual enemy to attack, or you can press in the lower right corner, the rat there, he's in the red. That's what I always use. I just click that and it'll take 1 turn. I hit him for 6. Good. Okay, found another food ration. Food rations stack. You don't have to take up multiple ones, but there's different kinds of food rations, so the different kinds don't stack. That's actually important. When this starts filling up, the backpack starts filling up, I'll show you what I mean, especially if we get a different kind of food ration. I'll show you why stacking is very important and how you play this game. Okay, because you got to get really lucky to win this game. There's like 26 levels. I've never won this game before. I've gotten to level 23, 20 quite a few times, but I've never. It's like a cross between Ultima and Pac-Man. Okay, if I go to pick up this key right now, there's the key. If I go to pick up this key, that rat's going to get me because it takes like 2 turns, I think. So he'll get a hit on me. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait for him to come in. And now, see, if I press the clock button, he'll take a turn coming to me, and then it'll be my turn. So I'll get the first hit on him. You always want to try to do that. Minimize damage to yourself. Look at that. 1 hit. Gone. Okay, these are gravestones. You can do a lot with these. Ghosts will appear. There could be 1 gold in it, which isn't much at all. There could be some awesome armors. I'm going to go ahead and do one of these to demonstrate how to deal with ghosts. These particular kinds of ghosts need to be pulled through a doorway and killed. You can't hit them just out in the open. You'll miss every time, and they get multiple attacks. So what's going to happen is ghosts are going to appear to the top and bottom of you and left and right at you, 4 of them. If you're standing in a place like this, you're only going to get 2 of them to spawn, which is just fine. So we're going to do it. You got to touch the grave, boom, 2 will spawn, and now we got to make a run for the door. Okay, and we'll take care of the first one right here. Boom, gone. Now, just because I lured him in the door, he saw me, so I could stand there all day and try to kill him, and it's not going to work. I got to find another door to take this guy out. And then I'll go back and get my booty. But right now, I'm looking for a door. Hey, there's that dude. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we'll go in here. I'm going to take him out, and then I'm going to turn around and take... These guys are a little more... Okay. Remember what I said about butt? Oh, wow. I'm getting really hurt. I could die right now. This is nice. So, look. The upper right-hand corner, there's a thing. Going to my buffs. Oh, I'm bleeding. Well, and I'm not just bleeding because when your health gets that low, you turn red. I'm in critical condition right now. I really need to take this guy out. I could eat a ration of food. It would give me a little bit of health. I'm just going to go ahead and take a swing at him, see if I can't take him out. I got him. Okay. So we're going to go back here and get this thing here. Boom. Nice. And actually, now we got a key. We're going to go here. See? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think only one will spawn if I stand here. Let's try it. Oh, that is so sweet. Nice. Okay, so that's some armor. We got some better armor now. Let's go back to that other... Okay. I'm going to run from him for a little bit, just because I will regenerate health, and he really isn't that big of a threat. Where was that stuff at? Okay, it was in here. So you can like zoom out and be like, oh, it's way over here, and just hit there. Now, if you see an enemy, it'll stop, just like it did there. And see in the right-hand corner is this arrow below there. You tap this arrow, he's going to go to that place that you touched. I touched back there in the first ghost room. Okay, and there's a pile of gold there. It'll probably only be one gold. See, that's what happens sometimes. But if it's in a locked room like that other one was, it's probably worth it to get. Usually, I don't go after gravestones unless it's in a locked room. Moving on, trampling grass. Let me zoom in here so we can see what we're doing. All right, any enemies? No, but there is the exit. We could leave and we would go to the Pixel Dungeon level 2, but there's still some doors to explore here. I'm not quite ready to leave yet. I like to get everything I can out of... Okay, look at this buff up here in the corner. See this one? I'm hungry. And that'll turn red when I'm starving. Right now when I'm hungry, I'm actually still gaining. You regenerate health all the time, unless you're starving. Hungry, you'll still regenerate health. Don't eat until you're starving. And you should probably, if you're full health and starving, you should wait till you get injured a little bit, because when you eat food, it gives you a little bit of health instantly, which I think you're wasting if you just go ahead and eat when you're full just because you're hungry. All right. We've been through all this, haven't we? Okay, this is the last place to go over here, and we'll get out of here. We've got a potion. Okay, I am starving. I'm officially starving now. Magenta potion, don't know what it is. Okay, officially starving. Check it out. Yay, I'm starving. Okay. And since I'm such low level right now, level 1, I'm not gonna... There's really no threat that's going to kill me that quickly in the Pixel Dungeon in the first level. So, ooh, here's a chest. I don't need a key for this one. And there's just a seed in it, so it's really not that good of a chest. But sometimes the different looking chest, I won't be able to use... Oh, okay. These axes. Okay, you see these numbers here? I'll explain these numbers really quick. The number in the upper right-hand corner of the tile tells you that that's what strength you need to be to use it. These axes that I got, tomahawks, I have to be strength of 17 to use them, so that's why it's in red. And this here, we don't know anything about it because I picked it up in the dungeon, and it's got see the purple tile behind it. That means I don't know anything about it. We can assume if I was level 11, I could use it, but we don't know if it's cursed. We don't know if it's actually level 12 armor or what. Same goes with these potions and scrolls there on purple tiles, which means we don't know anything about them. You can read a scroll, and then you'll know what it is. But obviously, you waste the scroll, and then you have to find another one but you'll know what it is the next time you find it. And the same thing with the potions. You can drink them or throw them. Obviously, there's like potions of liquid flame, so you would definitely not want to drink that. But until you know, there you go. And I think oh, here's a scroll. I think we are about done today. Let's see. Oh, we got an enemy. I think that's probably the last one we have to face. I am starving. I'm going to go ahead and eat one piece of food. And then we are going to... Where was the exit? Oh, no. I lost the exit. Oh, wait, it's right here. Let's check really quick. Oh, no, there's a hallway over here. We got to go really quick. All right, I'm just going to see. I stepped up to him, and he got the first hit. Luckily, it was only one hit. Last room. Surprising the rat. Take him out. Nothing. Okay. Pixel Dungeon. We're leaving. Level 1. Completed. Mission completed. Okay, hold on. We're going to have to take out one more rat. Boom. And we have descended to level 2. Alrighty. And that's where I'll stop it. See ya.